Hi everybody, this is Vikyong again. Today we'll be going through the installation of the vCenter web client server service. You can find the setup file in the vCenter media. Here you can see, and we're going to click install and proceed with OK. Here we'll click next to proceed, and next again, and accept the license agreement. We'll leave the default ports here and click next, and the default installation path, and click install. Do note that installation will take a few minutes. We have actually fast forward this video in order to save some time. Okay, now it's done. Let's click finished. On clicking finish, the web browser will be actually opened by default to bring you to the configuration page. However, we do not have the required browser nor flash player. Alright, here I have fast forward and actually installed Firefox and also the flash player. And here we'll go to the start menu and proceed with the administration page in order to register the vCenter. Here in the web client administration tool, will be loaded, and you can see, and we will need to register the vCenter server. Here we'll enter the vCenter server name, which is the host name. Let's just confirm the host name again. You can also enter the IP address and enter the username and password. For the URL information, we'll put in the FQDN in this case. And you can see the client URL is populated at below, so you just need to enter the server name. Do note that you need IE 7 or 8 and Firefox 3.5 or 3.6 with Adobe Flash 10.1 in order for you to use the web client. Okay, here we got it right. Let's click register. You'll be given the certificate. We'll click ignore, and we are done. You can see the vCenter is already registered, and you can also unregister this at the top. Here we'll close the web client administration tools, and let's start the web client. Same thing, go to VMware folder and vSphere web client and vSphere web client. You can also enter the full URL Alright, on any other workstation that is able to access the vCenter via any browser that I mentioned previously. Here, the server name is chosen and we'll enter the credential and you will be given the certificate. We'll click ignore, same thing. You'll be given to this welcome page to identify the 5 different areas of the new web client. The first will be the inventory page where you will see all the server and VMs and hosts. 2, the launch page where you can go to different section. 3 will contain the content area, and 4 is the search, and 5 the global information. Alright, we'll close this. Alright, here you can see the inventory area and the individual applications, the content, the search, and the global area. Then clicking on the administrator, you can actually choose lockout. The refresh button will refresh the view. Let's expand the vCenter to see the data center, and expand further to see the host, and further to see the VMs. Okay, this is VM01. You'll take some time to refresh the information. Here we can see some of the information of VM01, and VM01 is actually a power on VM. You can actually close the recent task area, and some of the things you can do is power on, looking at the inventory, and even doing snapshots. Okay, we can choose to reload this. We can browse through to some other areas like the plugin manager to have a look. Here you see the license client, and under monitoring you are able to see maybe the events console on the recent events, and also the task console. The search is almost identical to the one on the top. Alright, let's go back to the vCenter management. It's still loading the VM01. We can see VM02 is actually a power off VM. It also requires reloading. If you click on the host, you will see some of the host information, the CPU, memory, etc. Clicking on the arrow, you actually expand and see more details. And we view into the data stores. We are able to go to the inventory to register or even create a new VMs. Alright, if we go to the virtual machine view, it will be just like the same as the vSphere client. Under network, you will see all the networks. Clicking on the host, you can see the hosts that are connected. Alright, it's taking some time, perhaps due to my nested environment where the resource is not actually quite enough. Alright, on clicking the VMs, you can also have the same settings done. Clicking on edit settings, we'll be able to change some of the hardware configurations here. Let's just take a look on my vSphere client. You can see there is a version 7 VM for the hardware. And going back to the web client, it's now loaded. And you can see that VMware Tools is out of date. We are unable to have a good picture of the launch console. It's a broken bitmap. However, all the information can be seen. And for VM02, it's also loaded, but it's not power on, but it's able to also detect that the VMware Tools is not running. Okay, what I have done is that I have actually upgraded the VMs and VMware Tools to the most recent, and you can see from the console we can even log in, which you were unable to do so in vSphere 4. Now my two VMs has been upgraded to VM hardware version 8, and also the VMware Tools is up to date. Same thing, the console bitmap is still not working. Here I'm going to show you the vSphere 4 vCenter. Which I have running in my environment as well. Okay, just to show you the difference, I'm going to log into vSphere 4 vCenter, and you can see that the layout is pretty simple. There's no console view, and you can basically just view all the VMs and power off, start, restart, or pause them. There's nothing much you can do here, but however you can also do snapshots, but not much information can be taken out from the web access. Okay, going back, you can see that the layout has been greatly improved with more functionalities. You are now even able to see the network, resource management, and even the storage, and even monitors. Alright, this marks the end of the web client installation. Thank you for viewing.